suites in it, are you supposed to be living in one of those?
To rent?
So you can rent out all three. You can rent up the top floor and you have 2 suites, you can rent it out.
Yep.
For some reason I thought,
No, when you go to sell, in order to not pay capital gains, you have to be a resident in the property.
But we don't sell real estate. We redraw, so we're all good.
Yeah. And let's... Mike, you want to get up here and do this? This guy knows it all.
Well, you've got one single-family dwelling there. What if you had 10 single-family dwellings and you pooled them?
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay.
Great point.
So how come you choose, say, those over, like an apartment building?
Because an apartment building is a commercial property.
Okay.
And their appreciation does not go up as fast.
Okay.
And there's limitations of how much you can charge, based on, cap rates and all kinds of other crazy things. The financing is a heck of a lot easier, but when you buy an apartment, it's going to be strictly for cash flow instead of asset appreciation. When you're buying these, like I said, residential properties only on average double every 10 years. You're buying these for cash flow and capital appreciation. Okay? Now, the other thing is, you may see a great opportunity for a single family home that's priced low, but there's no way you could rent it out and make positive cash flow on it, right? But you want to grab it because, let's say it was worth $400 in the boom, and right now it's worth $200, right? And let's say you can get it for $175, right? Well, in another 10 years, it's going to be worth $800,000. So there's like almost 5 times return on your investment. So what you want to do is you want to kind of do it like a spoke. You get one house, one house, one house, one house, and you invest in that other house that's going to have negative cash flow, but you're buying it for capital appreciation. And the positive cash flow from these 4 properties will pay for this one. Okay?
And if you happen to rent it, that's even better.
Well, you can rent it, but you see, you may not be able to get it at positive cash flow. That's the thing when it's only a single family home, and let's say no suite in the basement or anything, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind there. It'll probably more than likely be negative cash flow, but these 4 will support it. Okay, but again, you got to come up with your own rules.
So what about the perspective, like one of the things I heard was land inherently appreciates. The building, of course, inherently depreciates unless you're...
Yeah, a lot of people debate that one, whatever. People say, well, it's not the house that appreciates in value, it's the land as the land becomes scarce. Well, Edmonton doesn't have that issue, because all they do is expropriate more land.
Yeah, although there's favorable areas.
That's only half the equation. That the building actually, as you say, depreciates, but the cost of construction increases. What used to be, let's say, $25 a square foot construction cost is now a replacement cost of $150 a square foot.
Yeah.
Commercial building, that's it.
And plus, let's say a 2-story home with a fully finished basement and 3 bedrooms is worth more, and let's say it's 2,500 square feet, is worth more than a bungalow at 1,200 square feet with 2 bedrooms on the main, no finished basement. Okay, so the actual property or the building, the house that sits on the property, does command value as well.
Yeah, and you could always take your money from your renters and use that to upgrade the house so it's constant money.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to maintain the property.
The positive cash flow, though, usually isn't that much in rental properties that you could, unless you've got some amazing property, but maybe clear $200 a month.
I had a friend who was doing $1,000 to $1,500 on every single property until a few months ago.
All right. Here. So let's take an example here.
They have 5 suites in every one of them.
3-plex. Single family home. Single family dwelling. Sale price here, $79,000. Sale price here, $300,000. Okay? One's located in Alberta. One's located in Saskatchewan. Okay? Because are you going to invest just in Edmonton?
No, you want to diversify.
Absolutely. So let's go with 25% down. If you paid full price, here's the math I do. Okay, so the down payment on this, $19,750. The down payment on this, $75,000. That means you're going to get a mortgage for $59,250 and $225,000. Okay, we're going to get a 5-year term over 25 years, and the current rate right now is about 4.5% for that. Okay, and I'd lock it in for 5 years. Okay.
Anything better than that now.
Well, yeah, but I'm just giving you an average. I mean, you can hunt around. You might be able to find it at 3. You might be able to find it at 4. Doesn't matter. Now-
3.8 floating, if you want.
Yeah, if you want to do floating, whatever. Again, set your own rules. Do you want to have an open mortgage, or do you want to have it fixed for 5 years, or 1 year, 3 years, whatever you want, right? Now, why do you want to put 25% down?
Keep your cash flow going.
So you don't have to pay all the CHC type fees.
Right. First off, get rid of CMHC. Number 2, it helps create better cash flow. And thirdly,
Easier to get a mortgage.
way easier. Yeah, there's a third one. Way easier. If you put 25% or more down, it's basically a no-brainer. So there's another one I'm looking for.
Safer?
Well, not safer. Why?
Yeah, but
Keeps
if
your payments
anything goes
down.
wrong, you've got more equity there.
Absolutely. What you want to do is, in case of a falling market, you've got enough equity in there that they're not the bank's not going to call the mortgage on you. Because in the 90s, what happened? All kinds of people bought for 5% down when prices were at their highest. They bought on 1 year or 2 year terms. Then the housing market fell. They went to renew, and the bank said, you have a mortgage higher than the value of your home. Guess what? You got to give us like $3,000 and we'll renew. And a lot of people walked away from their homes. It's exactly what happened. A friend of mine did that.
It's still happening in the States.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Exactly. So that's why we want to have a healthy down payment, so there's no risk of the bank calling the loan. Okay? Now then, let's say your monthly mortgage payments, based on these terms I set out, they're going to be $328 here, and they're going to be $1,245 here. Okay? And let's say property tax, this one's going to cost you $600 a year. Okay, that's per year. This is per month. And let's say this one's going to cost you $3,600 per year. Okay? And let's say you also want to hire a property manager, so you're not being the landlord, right? Because the idea of this is passive income. It works without you. So you hire someone, property manager. So let's say they charge $125 a month here, and over here they charge $360 a month. Then let's say you've got insurance on the property as well, and that's going to run, let's say, $480 per year, and let's say here is $4,800 per year. Now, here, this one's got 3 units. The 3 units you can rent out at $500 a pop. So that's $1,500. This one, it's an unfinished basement. Best you can do in the market right now is rent it out at $1,200 a month. Which is the better one to invest in? Why?
Well, less down, more positive cash flow.
You buy two of the threeplexes.
Yeah,
You buy 3 of the 3 blocks.
Three.
yeah. Now, this one isn't positive cash flow. What do we got to do to get it to positive cash flow?
Inject money,
Hmm?
charge more.
Get another rent.
Build a suite.
Well, either build a suite or based on what you got now, what do you have to end up doing?
Raise your rent.
More down payment.
Bigger down payment or,
You're gonna pay her more rent.
well, no, the market, this is it. That's all the market will bear.
Buy it for cheaper.
Buy it for cheaper. Pay less or bigger down payment. Okay? Exactly. Now, this is just based on the list price though.